Hello, this is HKMath. At least that's what I like to call myself when I'm busy having fun with mathematics. Today, I'm playing with another technology toy. I call them toys because they're so much fun, but these are toys that assist with teaching and with learning. So I see teachers using these tools and I see students using these tools and sharing their thinking. That's what to me it's all about. How did you think about the problem? Not what steps did you memorize to get the correct answer, but how are you thinking about the problem? To help me with my thinking, I like to do a procedure or use a procedure that I call chunking. And chunking helps make a difficult problem or a challenging problem easier to solve. So I'm going to look at division as repeated subtraction in this particular tutorial. I am using Doceri and my iPad, and all of the writing is being done directly on the iPad and with my finger and being recorded at the same time. So, we are being asked to divide 196 by 8. So that can mean, using the subtraction model, how many eighths can you subtract from 196? Well, we could get on a calculator and hit 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, and just keep subtracting 8 until we can't subtract it anymore, and I think there will be a remainder. Or we could actually perform those subtractions. Subtract 8, subtract 8, subtract 8. I want to use the definition of division, but I want to subtract in chunks. Hence the name chunking. So, if we have chunks of 8 and we have 100 of them, then we would get a number too big. We get 800. If we have chunks of 8 and we have 10 of them, we would get a number much smaller. If we have chunks of 8 and we end up taking away 5 chunks, 5 times 8 is 40. If we have chunks of 8 and we take away 2 chunks, 2 times 8 is 16. And if we have chunks of 8 and we take away 1 chunk, 1 times 8 is 8. Note that we are using benchmark numbers that are easy to multiply. 100 times 8 is easy. 10 times 8 is easy. 5 times 8. And we're staying true to our definition of division. In this case, we're using the subtraction model. So I'm going to subtract 10 chunks of 8. So I'm going to start with 196, and I'm going to subtract 10 little chunks and make one big chunk of 80. So I'm subtracting 80, and I get a remainder of 116, and it looks like I can subtract another chunk of 80, which is the same as 8. Now I'm down to 36. I cannot subtract another big chunk of 80. Remember, the chunk of 80 is 10 small chunks making a big chunk of 80. But I can, no I cannot. I can't even subtract a chunk of 40, which would be 5/8. So there's none here, and there's none here. I can subtract 2 chunks of 8, and that's 16. So I can take 36 and subtract 16. And that leaves 20. So that is one big chunk of 16. I can take away another chunk of 16. And I cannot take away any more 8s. So how many 8s was I able to subtract? Each check here stands for 10. So that's 10 and another 10. And each chunk here stands for 2. So that's 2 and another 2. And 10 and 10 is 20. Plus 2 is 22. Plus 2 is 24. So the answer to this division problem, there are 24 groups of 8 that can come out of 196, and there is a remainder of 4. Well, that ends my tutorial. Thank you very much for your attention. See you next time. Bye now.